Good, I'm doing good. How do I come online? Hang on. All right. Hey, सत श्री अकाल भाई.
Sat Sri Akal, Paji. I'm just gonna expand you so everyone can see who this is. This is Mr. Indy. Mr. Indy, thank you for joining us on our live. Could
That's
you
right.
introduce
That's right.
yourself?
So thank you for joining me. Thank you, add me for this live. I just want to add to your concern. It's quite interesting topic. You said you want to help somebody, and that person is you just know for a short while, and it's a human nature. You always have this mindset, feelings based on the values that you already have generated in the past. As from young, your parents teach you go to school, you go to Gurdwara, you go to some spiritual classes. So and then right now you're at the stage where you felt there is a need to help. Correct?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have learned this lesson in the past from one of the small gurus. He said, before you choose your friend, a friend is somehow, it's like either a no, I mean, let's talk about paper or Surat Khabar Lama, okay? Surat Khabar Lama. Assuming a relationship is like Surat Khabar Lama. So, which Surat Khabar Lama will you use if, let's say, I give you option A, Surat Khabar Lama, which been ballot with all the fish from the market, and then you take out that particular Surat Khabar Lama versus a Surat Khabar Lama which you use to ballot vegetables, some toys, maybe money, anything. So they have two types of Surat Khabar Lama here, right? One is with a fish, with whatever in the market. What happened to that Surat Khabar? It comes with a very nice fragment or very smelly.
Yeah, foul.
Yes, correct. Now the other one is been ballowed with toys. It can be books, it can be money, it can be fruits, it can be vegetables. Now, if you were to smell this one, what will you get in return?
Close to nothing.
Exactly. So now that's the question that we need to ask ourselves, because bottom line, you can have the look, the race, the color, the gene, the DNA, whatsoever as a human, because we are basically a player. Do you agree?
Yep, 100%.
Because you can be human, you can be animal, you can be tree, you can be ant. Because bottom line, we are just here for a short while, correct?
100%, yeah.
So if you were to take this out, this image out, what you have in you, then you ask the question, who am I actually? Am I a light? Or am I a light to nothing? Means I am same as the same ant, the smallest
Yep.
ant, or could be the living things like a tree, could be fruits, anything that live, anything is living, correct? So I'm just looking at that point of view. When it comes to help a friend, I say, okay. So bottom line is, because I just read a quotation, I'd like to read that out to you. Hang
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Do you know when you, brother, Indie bro, once you move out, you're automatically muted, so we can't hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. I don't know how to bring that quotation back. Okay. Anyway, let me give me 1 minute. Let me read that and then come back again.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, so the
Right. Yeah,
quotation
shoot.
mentioned, the quotation says, have zero expectation of to others. Zero expectation. It can be your parents, it can be your siblings, it can be your loved one, your kids, your friends, your relative. Anybody have zero expectation. So when you put that in your mind, so you know that you are whatever you say. This is called the outcome, correct?
Right.
Let's talk about computer. Garbage in, garbage out. That's the
Right.
basic term of computer when you talk about anything processing data. So we are also a computer. So whenever you voice it out, it's like your output. So if you can control your output, you control your life.
Right. Yeah.
Make sense? So now the quotation says, have zero expectation from others. Zero. Nothing. From your mindset, from your heart, from your feelings. Nothing. Don't have any expectation. Only focus on the output from you. That means you take 100% responsibility of your steps, your action. Whenever you move forward, it's your action. Whenever you make mistake, it's your action. Whenever you win something, it's your action. Speak it loud and clear.
I understand. Yeah. Because once you have zero expectations over everything, I 100% agree with you. The thing is that it's going to be difficult to achieve to that point, to have zero expectations. And to get to that practice and discipline will take time, but it's always a healing journey. I have some friends who are very well established, and because they have zero expectations over everything, the universe in some ways works in their favor a lot.
Right.
You don't expect, but you get in return a lot. You know? So when he had when so also when you have zero expectations, there's no chance of anything hurting you.
It's true. It is more like when you set that kind of mentality, you are
Right.
actually giving a higher insurance to yourself. Like for example, if you say, I don't have this mentality or this quotation doesn't help, so basically you are giving insurance, like insurance, how you're paying money for the future loss.
Yep.
So a lot of
Paying
people
money for
don't do
future
that.
loss, which is also not confirmed. Like you don't know if anything's going to happen, and even some it can go
Exactly.
all the way good.
Exactly. But they are paying the money. But once you pay it, you lost it. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm buying insurance for the next, in case I got my critical illness, whatever they said.
Right.
So oh, I'm paying 500, 400.
What
But
are the
whatever
odds
you
of
have
that
passed in the
happening
past,
when we don't know? So that's
exactly.
why, like when you say the only thing that can affect you, if you think something negative is going to affect you, it's only if you think that it's negative.
True.
You only let it affect you if you think it's negative. If it's not negative, you take everything as equal. It's like, okay, what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. So you're neutral.
Yeah. And the reason of having this, the benefit, let me give you a benefit of this. I had experienced this before.
Hmm.
Example, we are in the modern world, we make mistakes, we gamble. The word gamble is not means that you go to casino, you put money and
Yeah, you
gamble.
take risks.
Every day is a gamble when you do business, when you buy something from Lazada, from Facebook Market, or from TikTok, whatever, you're buying something, right?
Right.
Right. So that is also a gamble in a way where we think, oh, I saw this T-shirt. For example, the T-shirt I'm wearing today is actually from a TikTok. The story to behind this, I want to share with you. It's very interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
So
actually really enjoying this whole thing that's happening right now. I'm
great,
really, really
great.
enjoying this.
So, for example, there's a lot of sellers in TikTok. There's a lot of sellers in Shopee, Lazada, and sometimes you say, hey, "Wow, this T-shirt looks nice." For example, this T-shirt, I saw it. It's very, very nice. Looks cool. I say, "Wow, the picture they're showing is like, oh, this is like, if I were to go to US or Canada, I get this kind of T-shirt." At the price, I say, "Wow, it's only 20 ringgit. Oh, it's nice." Okay, then I ordered. So when I received it, I was like, okay, the shirt, the quality, material is okay, pass. When I come into the drawing, I say compare. Oh my God, there's a spelling check, a wrong spelling, and this is not accident. It's been made to be that way so that they are not copy the original product, whatever they show to you based on photos. Now let's come back to the insurance. Now, oh my God, I've been cheated.
Right.
Number one, I did the first thing is to inform TikTok and ask for a refund, and I get my refund and ask them to return back the T-shirt, and they don't want to. They said, okay, you take it because they know the product is not the same as what they are selling.
Nice.
Exactly. So now this is the insurance we are talking about. let's go back to the insurance saying that, oh, now this is just 20 ringgit loss, correct? If I were to not to refund. Agree?
Yep.
Now, there's a lot of people out there from COVID till now have lost maybe 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, probably a million in their daily transaction. Could be a business, could be a real estate, could be a scam, whatsoever. Okay, we don't want to go there, but example in terms of price tag. Now, if you were to happen to you or to me, the first thing first, the attack to you is your mind, your heart, and the action. Oh my God, I invested, I know it's good, and I have lost it.
Yeah.
And that feeling, it is not one day or one moment or 5 minutes that you can say, oh, Waheguru, help me, and done, I'm going to forget about it. No, that will haunt you non-stop because it's a risk that you play with. This risk is high, so it will go through your brain for a longer period of time.
Yep.
Agreed? Now, if you were to not have that, let's go back to the quotation again. If you were put expectation on others, saying that it's because of him, he, she, it, whatever it is, and I lost it because of that person, because you're putting your fingers more to others than to you. So now, if you were to understand this quotation and you practice it somehow, little bit by little bit daily, what happened? You will let it go because it is your mistake. I lost it because I make a wrong decision.
Yep.
Yeah, so I move on. In that case, in that scenario. So in regards to how heavy the risk is or how big is the risk, this quotation is like insurance to help you, saying that it's you are the outcome of the action.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Would it also mean that I'm the outcome of my own actions?
Hanji, yes, correct.
Right?
Yes. So it's
I'm the outcome of my own actions.
Yes, we need to work on the outcome. That's it. The focus keyword is outcome. Your action is your outcome. So now let's go to another example, daily example that we deal with people. Now I've been talking to my kids. I have 2 boys and 1 girl.
Okay.
And the boys are Form 1. The girl is Standard 6. So I always tell them, I say, okay, watch your words because what you say, how you say is very important. For example, they are going to school, they speak English day in, day out. But the common issue with Malaysian English, when it comes to school, we tend to mix with Bahasa.
Yes.
So I do speak Chinese. I learned when I was young. So when I speak Chinese, baby, I speak like real Chinese man. On the phone, when I meet. So what happened is, this is what I learned. When you speak multiple languages, you have different mindset. This language, this mindset. Punjabi language, different mindset. Bahasa, different mindset. English, different mindset. So I learned that if I were to speak English without the la sound, I feel good. The person who's going to hear my voice also going to feel good. It's nothing related to ego. In case you want to use some accent, go ahead because you are looking and tapping in you on your skills, improving. How do I speak this way? How do I speak in the right way?
Brother Indy, we have some few people that joined in right now. Can you just share what we are talking about? Just a quick one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, just a quick recap. We are just discussing about mindset and the outcome of our own action. So, yes.
Yep.
So let's talk about what was the example. If in Malaysian contact, most of the kids like to speak la in English, or sometimes it mixed with miam in English. It's fun and once in a while. So I did a test. I just heard this yesterday with my one of my son. We went to see a doctor, And the best part is like this. He's a 13 years old boy, for one. He goes to the doctor, yes, doctor, I have a flu and I need medicine. So the doctor was a Chinese doctor. So he started using Manglish. Say, okay, what's your problem? No problem, doctor, sick, only flu. I need medicine only for my flu. Okay, yeah. So when I look at it, I was like, okay, it's not about getting angry. It is about doing a correction on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I was focusing on the outcome. I said, okay, boy, listen, it is nice that you spoke like that and you make the doctor happy, laugh, and then we came back and we took the medicine and then reached home. I said, okay. Now, let me ask you, I asked him, my son, I said, let me ask you, if you were the doctor and you speak broken English to your patient and they laugh and they went back, but do you know what's the outcome, the impact of who you are? I said, nothing. It's just me. I said, okay, let me give you a different hat. Now I'm not wearing a father hat or mother hat or parents hat. Let me be your teacher in the school. What if your English teacher will say, okay, he said, maybe I did not speak in a proper sentence. I say, okay, you're coming there. Okay, let's change the hat. No more teacher hat. Let's go to your friend level. They're okay, okay. Yeah, they will like me. I say, all right. Now let's wear. Let's say you are a businessman and your new business partner want to join you and he talk to you. If you wear that hat, how he will react? Okay, that one is difficult, interesting. Maybe you don't like the way I speak because it impact the business friendship. I said, there you go. Now, which one is better if I speak a proper way? So, what's the moral of this, Bai? You are listening, so you can give me more feedback.
No, honestly, like we were talking about being in control, but also we have also moved out of that conversation and also started breaking down into the specifics of each character and each individual of how you perceive yourself and how you portray yourself to be. So basically, what he's saying, what brother Indy was saying, is that he's trying to summarize and trying to break down each component of how you be someone and how your actions how your actions affect how your actions basically what you do today affects the change in you. Basically, something I forgot the word was it. Um,
The outcome.
yep. So basically, what he's saying is that what he's saying is that each how you be yourself and how you let things affect you will only affect you if it matters or if you allow it to affect you.
Right.
If you allow it to affect you, simply said is that that's why he mentioned is not have no expectations. Once you have no expectations, again, but he also mentioned to build up to that point is also not going to be easy. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of great discipline, heavy heart. You have to make your heart stone cold. You have to be stoic. That's the word. You have to be stoic, right? And to achieve that part, to achieve to that level is not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very difficult. But on the path to stoicity, yeah, this is not going to be easy. And when he break down the languages and why he's talking about the thinking hats, three or four different thinking hats, is how you speak or how your actions portray how people view you and how you affect them even. For example, like when you say, if I'm a friend, I'm going to talk to you like a friend. But if you are my boss, I'm not going to talk to you in the same way, right?
Right.
I'm going to talk to you, hey, brother, how are you, like, bro, lepa already, this and that. But if you're my boss, I'm not going to speak to you in that manner. Or
Right.
if you are someone that I respect or look up to, a mentor, a family, a parent figure, yeah, I'm not going to speak. I'm going to speak to you in a very respectful, polite, and professional manner, because I don't want that to affect our relationship, how we have, because it may lead to something else in the future. How my relationship with you today, and if I change that, I change a little bit of that, it may affect it. That's why it's like you mentioned. That's why you said just now, how you choose to react will be your actions. How you choose to react is how it will affect you. It's just how you choose to react to it. And also, I mean, I have this trick lah. I psycho my own brain. I play this. I try to trick my own brain. Whenever I'm starting to feel down, I start smiling and I start laughing.
Right.
So automatically, your brain is like, he's laughing. Okay, he needs dopamine. Okay, there's nothing to be sad about. You don't need to worry about anything. Everything is good. God is great. Everything is perfect. So I tend to do that, and actually it works. That's why there's this thing called laughing therapy. you know, but
Yeah.
but yeah, that's just how I think. Like, the thing is that I understand these concepts because I have so much time to go into the nitty gritty parts and details of it. That's why I can understand what you're saying when you go on a deeper level. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're talking about. But it's like, how do I help someone in that manner?
Okay. Let me come back to you on another example which I learned during my coaching. I'm actually also learned to be able to become a coach. I have a group of people
No,
in
B,
India.
B, B, what we're talking about is, this is about the people who you already know for so many years and they hurt you.
Right.
This is what we are talking about. It's like, you help the person for many years, or you have done great things for them, did everything, and in the end of the day, they said something, or they shoot you in the back, just like that, as if it means nothing. You sit with them on the same table, you eat from the same table, you eat the same food cooked from the same hands, and these people come back at you and do that.
Mani, I have a
Yeah, but
theory.
again, I'm not talking about personal. It's not me. It's someone else. That's why I'm like having so much of empathy towards that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to add another story which is quite interesting.
Mhm.
I got this story when I was
Guys,
doing
so
coaching.
I've just been going through Indie Brothers profile. So he's actually a digital coach, and he does coaching and consulting services. Everyone who is here, just share the live, because we're getting this for free, guys.
Right.
We got free coaching.
No, I'm just sharing. Okay,
No,
that
yeah,
is,
but I know, but we have someone of profession who has done it, who's doing this thing. So it's great insights for any of us. So it's like, you know, it's
yeah.
it's a special thing to me.
It's the same thing like you go to Gurdwara, you go to Masjid, you go to temple or church. I mean, because we don't know who's our audience is, so I would like to generalize it. So now the thing is, we are humans. We tend to follow our emotional or our mental thing, and somehow there is an interconnection of ego, who we are based on what we're holding. Whether I'm holding a gold bar or am I holding ashes?
Right.
So I don't say you are rich. I don't say you are poor. I just say you're holding a gold bar or you're holding ashes. So the question is that you can be driving a BMW, Mercedes, whatever car, or you can drive Proton per se, if to do a little bit of comparison. But bottom line, you're still driving a vehicle.
Right. Yeah.
In regards to when you sit in the car, you hold the steering, the movement of that vehicle is the same. You need to go direction point A to
It's just
point
like
B.
this. All watches say the same time.
That's a good one. Let me tell you about the word watch. I like the word watch. Okay, the word WATCH is a very interesting word. Let me
Okay.
share with you.
Shoot.
Watch, the
Yeah.
W means mouth. Watch, the A means your action. Watch, the T, your thought. Watch, the C, your character. And H, your heart.
T. W-A-T.
Thought. T for thought.
Okay.
C for your character. H for your heart.
Okay. That's
So,
awesome.
yes, that's the point. We need to have a watch
Yeah.
every time, not to look at the time, but to look ourselves.
Indie brother, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna think about that every time I look at my watch now.
All right.
It's
So-
gonna be a permanent reminder to me that I'm gonna. It's gonna be a permanent reminder to me now every time. Okay, indie brother, watch my mouth, watch my actions, watch my thoughts, watch my character, watch my
Heart.
heart. Okay,
Yes. So all these are 5 elements
Right.
that we are creating or producing output.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about watch.
Yep.
When you say watch your mouth or act, if we are humans, we tend to do mistakes. Now, I learned a secret. I want to share this secret. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah. Shoot,
beautiful
shoot, shoot. Let's
secret.
go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, the secret is it is the one I'm going to share with you. These are the words that we use by us daily, but we did not code it as a mantra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now for example, this thing came out somewhere from Hawaii.
Okay.
It's a Hawaiian practice. It came with a story where in Hawaii there was a military base,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually capturing all the worst criminals from United States
Right.
at that point of time. So they
Mm-hmm.
need a psychiatrist doctor to come and treat them for 3 months. But unfortunately, that doctor not able to make it. So the institute have actually looked out for a local healer,
Mm-hmm.
and the local healer came and he start giving what he knows. Okay, so he started with 4 magical sentences. Let's go through that one by one.
Yep.
The first one is I'm sorry.
Okay.
Simple, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
The second one, please forgive me. Right, simple. Now the third one, thank you.
Okay.
And the last one, I love you. Okay, now let's break this into energy.
Look at that. Look at the chat. We have someone that know this.
Yes, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's a very powerful, simple mantra, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to say, like for example, the earlier before I came come online, you were saying that you want to help somebody, and they have emotional drama that that you want to help but not able to. Now, if you were to say this to that person, just imagine, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You just send that message, not using mobile phone, not using anything, just your mind wave and your heart wave. What happened? The first person that going to feel the impact is you. It is like
100%.
how we say Waheguru Satanam, when we do chanting, Waheguru Satanam, and that is create an energy flow.
Yep.
It,
Big
now,
time. Big
now
time.
we're using English as a language to tackle that same kind of energy, but it divert from the past to the future. Now let's talk about where is the past and where the future. I'm sorry, please forgive me. This is always about the past, action, the outcome, correct? Something like I have done a mistake. Someone's, I'm not supposed to do this. I did this somehow and I regret until today. So how do I heal myself? Go back that thought, that emotional, and you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And then you say thank you. Let's go back now. The word thank you is always about now. Now.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this enlightenment. Thank you for giving me this awakening, and I'm aware. This is where the awareness comes in. Okay. Now the word is I love you is very much on healing. Oh my God, this is pure love,
Right.
pure energy. It's like uh, if you like, you go to Gurudwara and you have prasad the day, it's like someone giving you a laddu. It's
Right.
always in color. It's so beautiful, but when you taste it, it's so yummy. It is like, although you go to Jahin or any other shop and eat laddu, it's not the same as the laddu that you receive in Gurdwara.
Mm-hmm.
It is just saying that it's totally connected to my mind, my heart, and when I eat it, it's so relaxing.
Yep.
So that's the mantra,
It's
and that's the
yeah.
secret.
It's how like your input affects your output. How you accept it or how you take it in. Yeah. But again, brother India, how do we get there?
How do we get what? Sorry.
To that to that mindset. Like
Okay. Um, Now we're going to talk about on our daily lives.
Right.
Uh, every day we have expectations from the family, from work, from manager. You know, there's something someone expects to you tomorrow, early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And now, to when someone expects something and when you are in the battleground, what comes first in you? You're going to go into a dark tunnel. Let's change the scenario. You are basically every day we are walking
Mm-hmm.
into a dark tunnel.
Okay.
Is that true?
Every day, yeah, because we don't know what's going to happen, what's at the end.
Tomorrow we don't know.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we don't know what moody managers that you're going to meet, what kind of expectation and issues they're going to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then what happened to you before you go there? When you touch the feet at the ground, what happened to you? You will have this fear.
Yep. Fear of not knowing.
Yes, the fear, it is the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before you go there, before you step into
Oh,
the ground,
do you watch Star Wars, Indy?
yes, I do.
Fear is the way to the dark side.
Yes, it is like, for example, if you were to look at the image right now,
Right.
buddy, half is you, half is me. There's a line here in between you and me, right?
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah.
Right. Now, this is the dangerous line.
Yeah.
This is where our emotional, our mind are changing direction. When you're
Yeah.
going in to the this is the daily thing that we are happening every day. When
Right,
we
yeah.
are in negative moment, when your mind is thinking, I'm going to work, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow your energy, knowing what's going to happen, and you have this un um un
Settling.
yeah, uneasy feeling.
Yeah.
That bring fear to you and saying that I don't feel like to go to office today. Should I take MC now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
So
will have that feeling. You know what is that, Indy?
right,
That's intuition.
right. Now we
Because you
can
have this unsettling feeling and that it's there for a reason. Why is it there? Okay, just like how I believe, okay, everyone has their spidey senses. If you watch
right.
Spider-Man, everyone has their spidey senses. It's just how conscious or um, how conscious they are. Yeah, like Spider-Man. Oh my god, this girl watches Marvel. Ah.
Oh,
Damn.
that's another good movie.
Yeah. So Spider-Man, so it's like you have your spidey senses, like something is not right. But where is it coming from? I don't know until it gets too close.
Right, it's true. Now you say, how do we tackle that? The fear is the indicator. First indicator that where you are, what is your state of mind?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the first
Fear,
letter.
anxiety, nervousness.
Right. But it's not bad. It is inside built in. It's like,
Yeah. In my practice, like I'm a certified yoga instructor, just so you know. We
uh,
have done this course, and inside so we have three minds, just to share: positive, negative, and neutral.
right,
The positive mind is the worst.
right.
Why? This positive mind will make you think that you are king of the world. I'm so positive I can do whatever I want. So we have a negative mind. The negative mind is the one that's always cautious. Always cautious. You know what? Don't do it. What if you fall down? What if you break your neck? What if you this? That's the negative mind. The neutral mind is where you sit in Zen mode and not think about anything. That's the neutral mind. That's when every time when you sit to meditate or do prayers, you use your neutral mind. Your positive mind is when you're about to take an action. That is your positive mind working to take the risk. Okay, you know what? We can do it. Let's do it. Positive mind is pushing you. Negative mind will be like, you know what, bro? Take a step back. I don't feel so comfortable. Take a step back, dude. We are taking a big risk right now. Let's not do that.
Yes.
So the fear is highly connected to your negative mind. You know what? Hey, I don't know how is the next day going to come about. It's just like, have you watched that cartoon? It has all these emotions, all these little characters, the emotions in their head. What show is that? I forgot. I mean, it's a cartoon. They have all these different colors of emotion. Jealousy is green, red is anger, blue is shyness or depression. Inside Out.
Ah, okay. I never watched that one yet, so we'll find
Okay.
out what that
Yeah.
is.
So in Indie brother, you continue talking. I'll go get a picture of it so you know what I'm talking about. Just a minute.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but you keep
So
talking. I'm listening.
right, so we talk about fear and how fear become the first level of indicator that where you are. So if you are a believer, if you have been practiced in the morning that you need to do a prayer first, and then drink your tea or coffee breakfast, and then you go to work, and that's the insurance that you're taking. That is the thing that I'm good, like the movie. I'm all well. I'm all well. I'm all good. The Salman Khan. No, 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 no. The Amir Khan. All good. All is well. All is well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so that is basically insurance that we are doing every morning after you shower, first thing
Bro, it's
first,
funny,
do your
funny.
prayers. Yes. And then only you hold your cup of tea or Milo or coffee and then you start your day, right? Now,
Yeah.
that is the insurance you're holding on every day before you hit to go to office and battle with your fear.
Right. So similarly, like when I was talking about the positive mind, negative mind, and neutral mind, it's all these things. It's all these things in your if you so in our heads we have all these emotions: joy, fear, sadness, anger, disgust, anxiety, envy, embarrassment, and inmoy. That's boredom, right? So similarly, um, that's how your positive and negative minds work, and neutral mind. So the negative mind will always tell you like, dude, take a step back. You're too, it's too scary right now. Let's not take that risk. So that's how like during the day, when you want to go through your day, right? Like you were saying, just not walking into a dark tunnel. It's scary for some people, but then to address this problem is the question.
Right. It is. It is. It's not easy. It's not easy. It
Yeah.
is. It is a state of mind, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody teaches you saying that you know what I have to be happy every day. I have
Mm-hmm.
to be joy every day,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to work hard, and every day I have to fight with my fear daily, day out.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever we lost, we always blame others and not us. That's the psychology, and we in certain drama or certain people they are very good at blaming others and non-stop.
So
But
this is also another seed that needs to be addressed. Why do they blame others? Why are they not taking accountability for their own actions?
what
It's also a
actually is,
very deeply planted seed.
the seed is called clarity,
Mhm.
because they are not really know who they are. They don't
So
know
the
whether
lack
the
of
mind.
clarity
Yes, because they
about
don't
them.
know who is talking. Is the
Mhm.
mind over the heart or heart over the mind? And the logic of life. They don't know. Oh, they lack of that information. I mean, journey of life. I mean, I can't blame you. Let's say you are talking to me, you're my brother, we are in the one house, we're cooking, and suddenly there is a quarrel or some disagreement. Now, disagreement is good. You know why?
Mhm.
Because based on my database, experience, and knowledge, I say that is yes. And based on your experience, your database, and you say no, for example, in a certain
I was
XYZ.
thinking about this today. I was thinking about this today. Today. So basically, how I experience things and how you would experience things is two different things. The
Exactly.
same experience can be positive for me but negative for you. The same experience, if you're sitting in the same room watching the same movie, the outcome is different because how you perceive the input. How you
True.
perceive the input affects how you react to the output. Your output is the reaction.
That's the joke of life.
That's why even a lot of people when they ask me, bro, how's life? How's this? How's that? And they ask me what is about. Like for me, it's a paradox. It's good and bad, but it's good and bad together. It's bad sometimes. It's good sometimes, but it's good after a bad. It's bad after a good. It's always interconnected, and it's the paradox. It's
Right.
like it's good and bad. So, but a lot of people, it's like no, it's good for a reason and it's bad for a reason, which is
Right.
also true.
It's true. Yeah, it is. There's no bad and right. That's why there's no right and wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. Money, which emotion or feeling you dislike the most? For me, for me, I dislike the most is Je- jealousy is not here. Yeah, envy. This is the one that I dislike the most because I don't like feeling it. I don't like to be jealous of people, so I consciously try to be happy of people. And I had to, honestly, I used to be a very jealous kid when I was a kid. I used to be very jealous when I was a kid, but I sat down and I meditate a lot and a lot and a lot to allow God to give me the enlightenment and the clarity to accept things as it is. I'm this way because of this. This is the body that He gave me. This is the life that He gave me. I should accept it as it is and not be jealous. So, but it took me a lot of time, a lot of acceptance, a lot of accepting who I am, a lot of accepting that things are not the same. Everyone is different, and you have to accept. Once you have acceptance, you have clarity. Once you have clarity, you have visual, and you will not be afraid to take the next step into
Right.
that dark tunnel, because you know whatever comes my way, I will accept it with open arms. And there's no if once you have acceptance for a lot of things, there will be very little space for pain to seep into. That's why last time our gurus, Maharaj, and our gurus all at the back of time, they say pana. Pana is just their way of saying acceptance. This is what I believe. Anyone else is agree to disagree with me, I won't debate it. I'll accept your judgment or your perceptions or how you accept it. I accept it. Right? So Maharaj used to say pana. Pana meaning just acceptance or it's by his grace. So when they say it's by his grace, it's acceptance.
Right.
It's fully
Because
allowing it,
sorry,
accepting,
there's another word, surrender. Total
surrender.
surrender to
Yeah.
the Almighty.
Yeah.
Yes.
So every time when something happened at that point of time, Maharaj wasn't like depressed or like sad. Why did this happen to me? No. They stood in the face of adversity and they stood up and they faced it because they know I had faith, I have acceptance. Whatever is supposed to happen, I will accept it with faith.
Right.
Whatever is supposed to happen, I accept it with faith, and faith was just enough for them to just move forward. So they don't have to even look if there's a step in front, because I have that much faith that even if it's a cliff, I'm walking towards the end of a cliff, God will send something and I will have something to step on.
Wow, that's a very beautiful. Yes, very nice. Now,
Yeah. So when we say why people blame others, so we had a comment over here by God's angel. He's also a very good friend and a very big brother of mine or sister. I don't know. So why when we say we blame others, it's not always about blaming. It's about how they are brought up since a young age. Yeah, we have addressed that. That's true. Yeah, nothing's going to change. Regret. Yeah, just walk forward. Agree. So why I don't like jealousy is because I don't like the feeling of being jealous of others. I want to be happy for them. So I was having this internal turmoil between my mind and my heart, because my mind says to be happy for them, my heart is being jealous. That's why like we have two different compartments here that we have to connect first and get them in sync, and that the connection, the USBs really connect, not just two different ports you can't even enter. Right? I had to connect both my mind and heart, and in between that there has to be acceptance for them. So the adapter for both of these cables to connect was acceptance.
okay, let me share with you another story. This one from my dad. My dad is ex-policeman. He passed away 2 years ago at the age of 95 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's an ex-police for Polapur Stapa, Aipanas.
Mm-hmm.
So he is born from India. He came down here in 1947 at the age of 20 years old during Malaya time. And I'm sure there's a lot of Punjabis. If you look at the roots of Malaysian Punjabis, majorities are from Malaya, the Joint Police Army and the British. And most of the Gurdwaras, based on histories, are always in police station. And one of the biggest truth of this is Pusat Latihan Police,
Right.
Kolhapur. And there's a police Gurdwara somewhere in Parliament. And there's still another Gurdwara somewhere in Penang, where is located in the police station environment areas. So let's come back to this. My father's always say this. He said, I joined police in the 1940s, around 40 something, 48, like
Mm-hmm.
that, came to Malaya, and then he joined the troop. There were a lot of Punjabis, policemen. Along the way, he mentioned this. The moral of the story is about Banchi, Danki, Kalai. Three brothers.
Okay.
Benji, Dunky, Clay. He was talking about this. I was like, the way how he put it was very nice. Until today, I still remember this. He
Mm-hmm.
said, these are three viruses that goes based on race. He said it started with during Malaya time,
Mm-hmm.
and then from Punjabis, and then the police changed faces to Bumis, to Malayu, and then Chinese and India. So he said, based on his experience, the Banchi Denki Klai is actually a virus that everybody need to be aware of,
Yep.
and whenever you're aware, you need to know how to put a full stop to it. And he traveled based on race, based on his experience
Uh-huh.
when he was a policeman during a war. Police officers are always on the go. They're
Uh-huh.
always in their troop, in their team, or
Yep.
wherever they are, they're always together as a team.
Yep. It's like
Uh,
Liverpool. You never left alone. You never walk alone.
Yes, never, yes. So the Banchi Denki client happen, whenever they are out
Mm-hmm.
in the market or during a event. When they come back, everybody have a different view. After a few days, the virus gone. Then they're all back to normal as one after an exercise, after a game.
Are you aware of what happened during COVID? Like now, everyone's back to normal. No mask, no nothing.
Right.
Right.
But
So someone, just a moment, brother. So someone said, Devin asked me what's my most favorite feeling, and I answered her fulfillment, happiness, and satisfaction. Actually, I just want to say fulfillment, but then I supposed to delete that and just write happiness and satisfaction. So my most favorite feeling, why I say happiness is because I can't say fulfillment because fulfillment is not really a feeling. Happiness is a feeling, right? So the reason why I really like happiness is who don't want to be happy. That's one. But the second one for me is the feeling of fulfillment once I do something good.
right,
And the most sense of fulfillment that I've ever had in my life, my entire life, was during 2019-2020 floods.
right,
During the floods. And I didn't know I was going to feel that. But by Guru's grace and by God's grace, I've had intense sense of fulfillment that if I ever had the opportunity to just help people without having to, I mean, like if I could take care of myself, I mean, I could earn for myself, but at the same time I could help a lot of people. I would leave everything behind. I would honestly leave everything behind just to help people. So that feeling that I had. So the one day before the floods happened, I just donated blood to this guy who has leukemia. So I'm his frequent donor basically, because I have an antigen in my blood called Duffy. So Duffy is a rare blood type in the B positive category. So my blood type is B positive, but my antigen is Duffy. So I hold a rare blood type. Even on my blood donation card, it shows rare. Uh, Never mind, I don't want to show. Okay, what? Okay, if anyone wants to see it, a blood bank card looks like this,
right,
right? So you can see over here that the green tag says rare,
right,
right? So the day before that, so basically once you donate blood, it takes at least around 90 days, 30 to 90 days for your blood to regenerate back. So you are advised not to do any strenuous activity because there's a dip in your blood supply in your body, right? So the next day when I got home, it started raining very heavily and a few places flooded, and the amount of self-fulfillment I had, for at least for 2 to 3 weeks, I did not sleep. I was on the go. I by God's grace, he found a 4x4 for me. He gave it to me. I took it around and I did as much seva as I could. He sent money, don't know from where, 10, 20,000. We spent all that money and we got food, and we packed all this food. Then don't know from where we got a freaking 8 trailer truck, 8 tires trailer, and we got all this food out and sent it all around the place, all around wherever the floods were affected, and I still remember the people that I helped, the kids that was walking with me, the chocolates that we bought just to go to this kampong and give them some sugar, some sweets to the children's, right? And the things that I saw is like whole houses being swept away. They have no houses. People were sleeping in mud, and they had no mosquito repellent, nothing. I've seen all of this stuff, and given the opportunity, Maharaj gave me the opportunity to take care of them or do something that holds a lot of value to me, not for the world to see. In my heart, it's longing for that until today. I will not get that experience anywhere else. Even how much seva I can do anywhere else, but I will never get that much of blessings at one point of time. We didn't sleep. We were just doing work. Next day, from Hulu Langat to Sri Muda to Mentakap, Pahang, then come back down, then go to Johor. Went to all these places in that span of time, and so that feeling of self-fulfillment and that feeling of happiness, I long until today. So that's my favorite feeling.
Wow, that's bravo to you, brother.
No, I mean, like, I'm just sharing that there's a lot of things that you can feel.
Right.
There's a lot of good feeling in happiness itself. People find happiness in drinking or partying or doing this or going and cycling. People find happiness going to the gym, right? But until you don't feel this part of happiness, guys, again, this is my own opinion. It's my own opinion because you can feel intense happiness with a lot of other things also. but this, for me, y'all should at least try to feel this kind of happiness, because there's even if you think about it, guys, happiness also got subdivisions, happiness from ecstasy, happiness from dopamine, happiness from self-fulfillment, happiness from ego, happiness from money, happiness from, there's so many like categories even to feel happiness. Why do you feel happy over certain things?
Why
Guys,
do you feel? Okay. That's
we
interesting.
are going deep, we are going so deep in this, guys. It's like one bubble breaks into 15 bubbles, and then we choose that one of the 15 bubbles and go into that smaller one, and that breaks even more. And then we choose one. So we are not having the experience to feel all that 15, 20 bubbles, but just because we're picking the one and going in.
Yeah. Now let's do a quick test. Now
Okay.
let's do a quick test. How many people currently right now who are having fear just to go live?
A lot.
Now let me bring this same question and ask this to the coaches in the world. It is only 10 or less people able to do this. The 90% of the coaches out there, they have been trained to talk on the stage, but if you ask them to go live, Facebook live, TikTok live, you cannot do it, because the power of fear here and here is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
This is clarity. Although they have clarity, they know, but they say, you know what, I want that, but I cannot do it.
Yeah,
That's
because
where,
you see, even in Sikhi, how much of enlightenment you have is always to a certain extent. So you fall back down, then you have a bigger enlightenment. Then you fall back down, then you get into a bigger enlightenment. So just like how you were saying is that they have clarity, but they still have that fear.
right.
That means they are enlightened, but there needs to be more,
Correct. Now,
because it's a learning process. It's never enough.
right. So the
That's what
question that
Sikhi is all about: to seek, to learn.
I want to get back to your experience. Okay, now you said that you have a journey, and suddenly you went out to Kuala Kubu, to Shah Alam, to Bentong, Kara, for that mission and vision that you have done. Now, if I were to ask 100 million people to do it, the quick answer is no. Why? Now, for people like you, it's special because your clarity is here, but you did not look at the, thinking about it. You just jump.
Yeah.
Just jump to the ocean and just do it, because you know the impact of doing it. Because the percentage of people are doing it is this much.
You know why I do it, brother?
This much.
Do you want to know why I do it? Because I have a fear. See,
Right.
people have fear to do it, right? People have fear to do these things. But I have a fear, that's why I'm doing this. Do you want to
Right.
know what's that fear?
Yes.
That fear is regret.
Right. Okay. That's where. What are you thinking? Based on what type of fear giving you what impact?
You see how
That's
deep this goes? You see
right.
how deep this goes? You have a fear of not doing something, that's why you don't do it. But I also have a fear. That's
Right.
why, like we say, happiness got few categories, fear also got few categories. So
Right.
now I have a fear of regret. What if this happened because I had the opportunity to help, but I didn't do it?
Right.
You know, I had the opportunity to help, I had the opportunity to do something to make a change, but I did not take it. I had the opportunity to do it. So the regret of the fear of regret is when I'm lying down one day and it comes into my head, bro, you had the chance to help. Or when I'm on my deathbed, on my deathbed, I'm on my deathbed and like, you didn't try what you wanted to try.
Right.
You
True.
didn't. You didn't try what you wanted to try. What is the harm of shooting your shots than not taking any shots? You lose all the shots that you don't take.
Yes.
You lose all the shots that you don't take. As many shots as you shoot, at least if you shoot, you are taking a chance. Either it misses, but you did not give up. You did not take the chance. You took your chance. You took
Right.
the opportunity. Even though you're shooting and you're missing the target, but you took the chance. You tried it. They're not picking up the gun at all. They're not even trying to shoot.
Exactly, that's very true. Now, this is the same scenario we are dealing on a daily basis. For example, coming to the live, go do live every day. Just make yourself attend, saying that I will attend and try to do go live every day, show my face, fill up that checkpoint. Now, whether I'm saying right, whether I'm making mistake, it is a part of the journey. I have to learn somewhere certain skills every day, correct?
Yeah.
So if I don't, I turn on this camera and say to the world that I'm ready, I'm changed, and I want to change other people too by speaking. Assuming that I can't speak well in English, I make mistakes based on errors, based on words and so on. It's okay. But if I were to see myself after 100 days, or
Mhm.
3 years, or after 365 days, I am a different person. Maybe I'm starting from here and I become here. When I'm here, I have learned so many skills just doing online. Now, coming to that charity, you did a good job, man, bro. That's not everybody, can do, but to
No, no.
experience it, it
I,
was
I'm happy.
fantastic.
I'm glad, but it's okay if it. I mean, I'm just sharing it because, like, I just like wanted to share that feeling. I don't know if I could. I wish I could share that emotion or that feeling which I had last time. I wish I could, so is that I could give this little bit of feeling, this little bit of happiness, this little bit of sense of dopamine, this love, like the amount of love that you get, you won't. And the blessings that you get from it is also genuine. You guys, old parents thanking us, children's running up to us and holding our hands. That feeling, you do not get it anywhere. I swear, it's like I wish I had these powers to share this happiness or share this experience. You know, sometimes it's just that. Yeah. Sorry. I know you were coming to something also. I just distracted the whole thing again. My bad.
Okay, it is like, like in TikTok, you have a lot of gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you get a $5 million gift of someone give you. And that gift, it can only give to you by someone genuine when you help them. For example,
Yep.
in your scenario, you went outskirt of Malaysia, somewhere deep inside the kampung area where it's flooded. You give them rice, food, certain things, and you give them blessing, and they just smile at you, say, "Thank you, brother, for giving this." And when they say that, it's like you receive a gift of $5 million, just a button, ding,
Yeah.
in your
That's
brain.
why
Is
for
like,
me, it's like
why
I don't
me
need to be
do?
rich to be happy. That's why for me, it's like I don't need to be rich to be happy.
Right.
That's why in my head, it's like I don't need to be rich to be happy. Happiness is a state of mind of how you perceive you want to be happy.
Yes, true,
You
true.
want to be happy is how you depict yourself. That's why it's like if I don't earn like 10 or 20,000 bucks a month, it doesn't matter to me. I can live in a tent for God's sakes, but as long I get to help and make a change, I would.
Yeah.
I've even thought about volunteering to help do research about the tigers, the decline of tigers, elephants, and now giraffes, and even going and studying the what is pattern and lifestyle of wolves in Alaska. I've volunteer. I want to volunteer for all this stuff. You know, I will do that. I would live in a tent if I have to, but to help make a change.
That's a good one, man. Seriously, it's a very niche, a very powerful, and you have your own goal that you want to do. That's very good. Great, man. Thank you so much for allowing me to come online. I
Oh,
think
bro.
we did talk a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
for today. And yeah, so let me add this a quick one before we go.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to get this dopamine, the good feelings in your brain, in your mind, most of the best coaches in the world, they said, find time, manage time.
Mm-hmm.
Time is the essence of all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Say, I don't have time to do meditation, not even 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, how dare are you to call yourself to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Simple. Just make yourself awake, shower, and sit down and say that I'm awake now at this hour at 5 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
done. By doing that itself, it gives you achievement, belief, a stronger belief, a commitment saying that I have changed.
Yeah.
Simple. You don't
It's a
need to do
commitment.
anything
It's a
else.
discipline that you have to.
Discipline, right. So once you get that one, then the second step is just do the four sentence mantra. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It covers every single energy that you need to change. As a healing energy from fear to confidence to what you want to achieve. Now they say, you know what, I want to do something. You have 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning before you wake up at 6 as usual to go to work or send your kids. Oh, 7 o'clock, I need to be in the office. So you have 1 hour buffer. Build that 1 hour that nobody disturb you, no, even your wife, your kids, your father, mother. At that
I have
moment,
a
you are
person that I
silent.
know that okay, never mind. It's okay. That's for another time. Another time.
Yeah, so just try to change that, guys. Just set 1 hour that nobody disturb you in the morning
Yep.
for 1 minute, and then you increase it to 2 minutes, three, four, five, and continue.
Yep.
And you see the changes in you. And please give us a feedback after 2 months, 3 months
Yeah.
to Money or to myself, and we're very happy to see that.
For sure. It's also there's also a saying: you learn to crawl before you run.
Yes.
You learn to crawl before you walk, then you learn to walk before you run. So it's always a baby step process. You take the first step. It's also remember the first step is the most difficult step. This is not the first step is not difficult because you have to take the step. It's the idea of taking the step and finally taking the step. That is the most difficult part. To have the grit and determination. Okay, you know what? Today I'm gonna step into the gym. Today I'm gonna start writing my own book. Today I'm gonna start training kickboxing. It's that first step, that first decision that you take, like, look, today I'm gonna do it. That's the most difficult one. It's not about getting which belt, it's not about getting what belt, black belt, red belt, or this belt. It's not that. It's about taking the first step.
Manny, just want to add you a little bit more.
Go ahead.
A lot of people
I'm not
join
rushing
gym.
anyways. I'm not rushing anyways.
A lot of people join gym, like me. I joined gym last month, thinking that I'm going to do it. Until today, I've never went there. So you just say the magic word. I have to go there and do it and prove myself. I mean,
Yeah. So we have to lead by examples. If I tell someone to do 20 push-ups, I will show that I do 20 push-ups. So then you watch me. I'm not telling you because I want you to do it. I'm going to show you that I can do it So then you get inspired by me doing it. Oh, he's walking the talk.
Yes, that's very important, and that's
Right?
what we're missing in our
I've
life.
told some of my students before this, do 100 push-ups. And before I even tell them do 100 push-ups, I just went down in the middle of the circle. I did 100 push-ups and I told them, okay, I did 100, you guys do it. No complaints, zero complaints. Oh, you do lah. No, zero complaints. Like I was in a circle and I just didn't tell anyone anything. I just went down and I started doing 100 push-ups. And then I said, okay, I've done my 100, you guys do your hundreds. Zero complaints, everyone down and did 100.
Wow, bravo, man, fantastic.
I mean, that is what you were saying just now. We have to lead by example in it, right? It's always easy. Even to get the membership at the gym is also easy. But to step into the gym,
It's hard.
because you have a choice. The problem is you have the choice. That is the problem. If you had no choice, if you're living in a boarding school, you had no choice over what you eat. What the cafeteria makes, that's what you eat. No one complains because you don't have a choice.
True.
Now we are excited, we are free, we have a choice whether we want to go or we don't want to go.
I agree. Yes.
So sometimes having choices are good, but sometimes trick your mind into knowing that, I don't have a choice. So I just have to push through and just get it done.
Agree. Money, I gotta go.
Cheers,
Thank you so
brother.
much talking to you.
Likewise, my G.
Let's do it again another day.
For
This is
sure,
very
for sure,
interesting.
for sure, my brother, for sure. Let's do it.
All right, bro. Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal, brother.
Cheers. Good night.
Good night. All right, guys. So